Realty, any reproduction, or anything else is without the consent of WPSL or WSTU is strictly prohibited because we've got a gigantic individual with a shillelagh in the back who will take care of you. And now, the hosts of this show, Eileen Simons and Paula Brady.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
You guys survived the air show.
See my shirt? I'm wearing my shirt.
I love it. She's
I was
got her
so
air show
excited
shirt.
to be there.
It was great fun. Things I have never seen. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Those
and-
pilots are crazy.
Yeah, they are. Boy, they're good, aren't they?
Oh
Aren't
my
they?
gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like they came within 10 feet of the ground sometimes.
Oh, yeah, they probably did.
They probably
Oh,
did.
yeah,
That was.
yeah.
And then that other vehicle with all the 3 jet engines in it. and-
Oh,
Oh, my
I didn't
goodness.
like that.
That was loud. It was
Yeah.
so loud. But
Yeah.
And then when it had fire,
oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
I never
yeah.
saw so much fire. That was wild.
You know what? And Paula and I were talking about this on the way in. What I loved yesterday was that big kind of a B-52 type craft, which was short landing, short takeoff.
That was amazing.
I know
how large
it was on the ground,
Something
and then
that-
all of a sudden it was in the air.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
you know,
huge thing.
yeah. It's like, you've got to be kidding
I'm
me.
trying to figure
That-
out how they get the lift for that so quick.
I don't know.
That-
It's simply amazing.
It is.
It was almost like a helicopter going up.
I was
you
thinking
know?
the same thing. They must have had some kind of, I don't know, some kind of apparatus equipment inside it that makes it lift.
But like
that,
I think
but-
your theory that it might have been like a troop transport or
Yeah.
something like that.
They had to
Yeah.
get the supplies in and out quick. They
Yeah.
come down,
Yeah.
get it out, and get back up.
Yeah, it was amazing. And well, you guys have become celebrities now. I mean, we have people coming to the booth saying, we love the radio show.
Oh,
you
that's
know?
awesome. That's cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, that event has been fun for a lot of years.
Yeah, I can
And-
imagine.
and it draws what really amazes me, and you could when we were doing like full drawing for various things, if it was like sports tickets or something like that big, they would do addresses too, because what we found is a lot of those people are from South Florida,
Really, they come that far.
or Naples.
Wow.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard that.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. It's like, okay.
Yeah. What really amazed me too is when those jets came in, or maybe it was you that told me, Eileen, that they come from Georgia, Alabama.
Oh,
and
we were
all
talking
over.
about
that's-
that.
yeah,
I mean,
yesterday.
we'll be there in about 10 minutes. It's like, whoop, there they are.
Well, and actually, Mr. G, oh gosh, this was years ago, was talking to a couple of the F-16 pilots, and while they're flying down here, and the guy goes, "Oh yeah, we're in over South Carolina now," and they were leaving from Virginia, and he said, "We're in South Carolina now. We'll be there in 10 minutes."
It's like, oh my
Oh,
gosh.
great!
You don't realize they go that fast.
I
Yeah.
know it just
You
doesn't.
know, it's just,
It
phenomenal.
just doesn't
And
compute.
the
No.
one year that we had the stealth bombers, now they were from Missouri, but it was a similar situation. He says, "Well, we're flying over Tennessee, but give us 15 and we'll be over your radio station."
That is
like, oh my
unbelievable.
gosh.
I would love to go in one once. I don't
In
want to
the
do
stealth,
any
yeah, I
upside
wouldn't-
down stuff or any of that kind of stuff.
Oh,
I just want to feel the G's when you take off. They say that it just pushes you back in your seat and you couldn't move if you wanted to.
yeah.
But that would
Yeah.
be interesting.
I'll leave it at that. We did a story in San Diego. I'll never forget this. On Top Gun, on Top
Oh,
Gun
wow.
pilots, and this was at Miramar Air. Well, at the time it was a Naval Air Force Base, and and I had my photographer was in one of the jets. I was in the other, interviewing the pilot when we're
While
doing
you're
this. Oh
flying?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
it was great.
That's
And all of a sudden, we had the pilot in the other aircraft saying, "I think we may have lost the photographer. Something's happened to the camera." He
Uh-oh.
said, but he is looking for the bag.
Oh.
And they
That's
were
a
doing
shame.
they were doing the
Oh, the roller?
barrel rolls and
Oh.
stuff. Oh, and my
Oh.
stomach was up like,
Oh, yeah.
above my hairline. But it was insane.
That would be fun. I wouldn't want to do any of those kind of things, but I would like to just take off at least once in one and see what it feels like to.
Oh, yeah.
You
off
go
the
right
ground.
ahead and do that.
That'll be awesome.
So
I thought it was very interesting also the number of things on the ground that people could
Visit. Yeah.
yes, like there was a huge display from the military museum,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
and there were planes that you could tour.
Yep. And it was so funny because our basketball coach at IRSC has got a young family. Now, they were there 3 years ago when the little boy was like really little. Well, he was really hurt because he couldn't actually get a ride in a helicopter. I mean, they had
Oh.
pictures taken in the helicopter and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, he wants to
wants to
fly that
go.
thing,
Yeah.
And it's like,
Good for
oh.
him.
So yeah, I emailed back to the coach helicopter lessons.
Yeah. Yeah. A neighbor of mine, her husband was a helicopter pilot in Vietnam, and they visited somewhere in Tennessee. And I'm not sure exactly where it was, but she was able to get him a ticket to fly again, and he flew one again, and he just was ecstatic that he got to do that again.
Oh yeah.
It was many years
They're
ago that he was
amazing.
in Vietnam, of course, but I can't remember where they went, but they went on vacation somewhere in Tennessee specifically for him to get to fly one of those things again.
Yeah, and
It's
most
like,
of the guys
wow.
that we dealt with in television news were nom jockeys.
Yeah.
and flying the helicopter,
Yeah.
television helicopters, and it's like they're great pilots.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. They
Yes.
are
Yeah.
amazing.
Yes.
Pilots. Yeah. But anyway,
I
well,
mean, the stuff that we saw yesterday is just touching the surface, I'm sure,
Oh,
of
yeah.
what they do on a regular
sure.
basis.
Yeah. Well, and you look around and you realize these guys are protecting the country.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, with all the fun aside,
Right.
that there's a very serious nature to
To all
what
of what they
do.
do.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
exactly.
guys and girls.
Oh, yeah.
I saw women pilots yesterday also.
Oh
So
yeah.
Yeah.
that was
Sure.
great.
Yeah, it's very cool now. Yeah. Yeah.
Totally amazing.
So
Yeah.
it's already 10:15.
Woo.
Uh-oh. We're burning time.
Oh, we talked about the air show so far.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's a good thing to talk about. If you have never experienced it, the Stuart Air Show is something that certainly puts Stuart on the map, and you should plan to come next year because it's a great event.
Yeah,
Bring
and
your chairs. There's plenty of
Oh,
room to
yeah.
sit. You could pretty much sit any place you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's just a fun day. And if you have kids or grandkids, my gosh,
They'll
bring
get a kick out of it.
Yeah,
for
it's a great
sure.
family
Yeah,
event.
Definitely.
Right.
They can crawl through everything.
Yeah. Well, the weather
Oh, it was perfect.
aircraft that was there, but I think you had to purchase an additional ticket to go through it. But still, there were lines forever the
Oh,
whole time I was
yes.
there to get in it and go through it, and it looked like
That
you
was
could
the
take
hurricane.
the time.
That was one of the hurricane
hurricane planes.
Yes. Oh yeah.
You know
That's-
what really was interesting to me were the propellers for those planes are not like a normal prop planes propellers. They had a different little kind of twist to them,
Wow.
and I wonder
Yeah.
if that had something to do with the
Well, they're going through a hurricane.
yeah
that's why.
the velocity of the
Yeah,
winds they're going
yeah,
through.
yeah.
That was interesting. There's a lot of physics involved in all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah, you bet. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was fun.
Yeah.
Just a fun event.
Yeah.
Well,
So one thing I just want to mention before we bring our guest on is this is housing markets with the largest surge in cash sales, which I found really interesting since we are seeing so more cash sales in our area also. These numbers are just ridiculous. It gives us several different communities. Like the first one is the Atlanta area, and their numbers in cash sales prior to 2021 were like 20% of the sales were cash sales. And in 2021, it's almost 70%.
What?
Yes. I'm looking, look, I got the thing
Oh
right here.
my God.
I'm not making this up.
You got the graph right there.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The next one on here is the Detroit area. Detroit area typically has about 30% in cash sales. And when they say the Detroit area, this is like 3 different counties they're talking about. So it's and the
Not
same
just the
thing with
city.
Atlanta. But Detroit's cash sales have gone up to over 50% now.
Wow.
Well, you could probably buy a building in downtown Detroit for about $3. Oh,
Listen,
oh, sorry about that, Michigander. You are.
listen,
Detroit.
Detroit is a
person.
great city.
It
And
is, it is.
it gets a bad rap, but there are beautiful areas in Detroit. There are beautiful neighborhoods with historically awesome homes that are just, yeah, it gets a bad rap, but
It does,
it's like
it
any
does.
big city. If
Yeah.
you know where you can go, that's fine. Don't go where you know you can't go. And every city is like that.
Yeah.
Sure. And I remember our store television station was in Southfield and Channel 2 there.
Yep.
And yeah, I used to do a lot of stuff out of there. And yeah, it's really nice. I remember, gosh, going back to the 60s, doing a ball game at Cobo Arena, which I don't think exists anymore. Downtown Detroit.
Yeah, it's not called that anymore.
Well, no, it doesn't exist.
And it's a lot bigger than it was.
Yeah, it's now Joe Louis, I think. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
almost every city has that type of situation.
Sure.
now. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to go through all of these, but the third one on the list is the Tucson, Arizona area.
Yay. All right.
Yeah, typically they had about 25% in cash sales, and their numbers in cash sales are up to 50% also.
Yeah. My brother said they have such an influx of Californians. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We
In that
say,
area.
yeah,
Yeah, the mass exodus.
Yeah.
my buddies in Phoenix are all complaining that,
Yeah.
yeah, the whole thing, our whole entire block is valley types.
Yeah. oh,
Oh,
goodness.
gosh.
That's a shame.
Wow.
Well, I got to tell you, down here, I don't like the new way people drive.
The new way.
Yeah, like they're running red lights. I watched somebody on a 2-lane road today weave in and out of traffic 12 times
What's wrong with that?
just to get where I have
It's
no patience
crazy.
for somebody like that.
Yeah.
When we moved
They jeopardize everybody.
when we moved to Boston and Carol was starting at WBC television and we had a police car behind us and it was a red light and he just started honking.
To go
It
through it.
wasn't an emergency or
Oh,
anything.
people do that all the time.
Oh yeah, and especially Boston. Those are caution lights.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, you've
It's
gotta be
crazy. I
kidding
had
me.
someone honk at me the other day.
Get out.
I
If you want
saw
to
that-
drive like that, don't come here.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Exactly. My feelings.
I saw that the light had changed and I couldn't get my foot off the brake onto the gas quick enough for the guy
Before
behind me.
somebody was
I mean,
beeping
I
their horn
was
at you.
ready to do it and he was honking at me and I was like,
Sure.
get a life.
Yeah.
Good
Really?
grief.
It's,
Oh,
Oh, boy.
Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to introduce John Alderdice to everybody. John is somebody I've known for several years, and he is involved in the board of directors for a local condominium HOA. He also has been involved in committees in another HOA in Virginia. And so I invited John to come on the show today and just talk about what it's like to be part of the board of directors or part of the governing body for HOAs. Hopefully other people will become inspired by this, because my philosophy is you're either part of the problem or you're part of the solution. And if you don't want to get involved, then you're part of the problem, not the solution.
And don't complain.
Right.
Notice she's looking at me when she says you're part of the problem.
Well,
Yeah.
you're in front of me. So
Yeah.
anyway, so I want to say good morning, John.
Good morning.
Hey, you
Uh-oh,
got to
we don't
turn your
hear
mic
you.
on, John.
Not hearing you.
Unmute yourself. Can you unmute yourself?
Come on, John.
Working on it. Uh-oh, that's not working.
Nope. See the mute button down at the bottom left?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he has my troubles.
Yeah, he's having some issues. Come on, John.
I don't think there's anything I can do about it. He has to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's working on it. It looks like he's trying. It's not working. We don't hear you.
Nope.
Come on, John.
Can't hear you, John.
Well,
Yeah, maybe he'll fix that in a little bit. So
yeah.
talk about some stats or something like that.
Okay.
In the meantime.
So while John works on his sound, maybe, hey, John, maybe if you log out and log back in, I don't even know how to get you back in though.
Oh, that's all right. Somewhere there's yeah.
Uh-huh.
So hopefully we'll get this worked out. Anyway, we do want to remind everybody that our team is growing and we are looking for new members of My Dream Home team. So if you're interested in getting more information about being part of a team that helps you do marketing, we're happy to talk to you. We do like to specialize in neighborhoods that we know and like to get to know more neighborhoods, of course. So give us a call, 772-200-5105. You can also send an email to our email at mydreamhometeam@yahoo.com. And our website, for anybody that wants to visit our website and set up their own personal MLS search, you can go to mydreamhomeusa.com. We also still have, I took them with me yesterday, so I don't have them today. We still have coupons available for our discounted listings. This is a full listing. I mean, a full marketing programs on listings, but we have reduced the commission significantly for listings that sign their contract with us before the end of the year.
That's what I was gonna say. They're good till the end of
before
the year.
the end of 2021, and we have a few left. Some are gone, but we do have a few left. So
Get in touch with us.
right. November is also Designation Awareness Month with the National Association of Realtors. So for the rest of this month, we're going to be talking a little bit about the designations and certifications that are available for realtors. When you see somebody's name on their business card or like their email signature, things like that, and then it says realtor, and then it has, maybe a series of letters,
Alphabet.
yes,
alphabet.
yes. That means that they have additional education. They have subscribed to additional programs so that they can specialize in some areas of real estate. And I thought it'd be good to let people know what some of those mean. Like the one that I know of that takes the longest is the GRI. Prior to real estate being available in universities, the GRI was available to realtors, and it was sort of like our degree in real estate.
Right.
It is a very lengthy program. It goes through all the different facets of real estate. There is a section for residential. There's a section for commercial. There's a section for investment type real estate. So it's very lengthy. And I've had mine for many years. Paula was looking on it when I first got my license.
Right.
So yeah.
I think John's with us now. I think.
My
Yep, there he is.
my back.
Hi, John.
Nancy's running away. She's my Texas away. She's my Texas advisor.
Oh, very good.
I'm real bad.
Yeah, you are feeding back real bad. I don't know what's going on, but do you?
Somehow it signed me under Nancy's name and not my own.
That's okay. Looks like you
Sounds
have
like saying
two of
I'm
them
name-
connected. Turn one off.
I'm sorry.
It looks like two are connected.
Yeah, you're on Nancy's, but then we also see a John's on there. So I'm connected
Well,
to two different
You
ones.
guys take John off because I got. Yeah, John off because I got Antoine. Maybe that.
Can you take John away?
maybe that'll help.
We're trying. Hang on a second.
Yeah, right.
Newfangled equipment.
Best laid plans, you know.
Right.
Greg's trying
Just
to
high tech.
remove one. It's just not going away. Oh my gosh. That's such a weird-
Yeah, it's
Good.
just go back to the real estate talk
Okay.
here. And,
Okay.
let me try and get.
Hang
Cliff,
on there,
maybe.
John.
I'm
Okay.
hanging in.
We're gonna try to get you back, John, as soon as our illustrious leader here
Yeah.
gets the sound thing
The real estate talk here.
right. So we were talking about
Hang on there, John.
designations.
Hang in.
GRI means
gonna try to
Graduate Real Estate
this,
Institute. That's the GRI designation.
Get the sound thing.
There's also
so
one that
John,
is
GRI.
a
That's the
CIP.
GRI.
Well, let's talk about the ABR first.
There's
ABR is
also-
accredited
the
buyer
GRI.
representative,
talk about
which
the
is also a class
ABR
that takes several days
is
to
also a
complete.
class that
And
takes
not
several
only do
days
you have to
to
go
complete.
through the educational processes
We have
with
to go
these, with
through
these different certifications, but there's also other required,
but there's also
yes, thank you,
other
exercises, achievements that you have to reach in order for you to be able, as a realtor, to qualify to complete that degree program or that designation or
Right.
that certification. Some of them are basically permanent. Some of them have to be renewed every year. So as we go through the rest of the month, we're going to be including more and more of those. There's one for second home specialist. There's one for senior real estate specialist, which I have. There's one for negotiating specialist. There's one for sellers specialist.
And is one for VA? I think there is. For
There is one.
veterans,
There's one for
working with veterans, buyers,
yes. That's not what military.
military.
It's a military one.
Right.
So that means basically
They don't have
active
to be a veteran,
military
right,
or veteran.
right.
Yes. So there's one that is an older one that's called ePro when email first came into being. So we got John now.
We don't know. Go ahead,
Let's try.
John.
Try
Well,
it.
I'm
John.
here. It's still showing up with Nancy's name and my name,
That's okay, but we can hear you much more clearly now.
but I'm
Right.
still
Yeah, but he's
There's still feedback.
still getting double talk over everything.
yeah. John, your best bet is call 772-340-1590 and we'll get you on the phone then.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me get
You're
the
gonna
phone
lose your
number.
picture,
I
but-
don't type as fast as you think. 772
You get that number?
I think he's done.
772.
Oh, he's not. We're not hearing him now.
No, you won't.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me go see if it's on.
Okay, so hopefully
Bear
he'll get
with
to
me.
call into the station and we'll talk to him.
Let me give him the.
There
In the
you go.
meantime, remember, holidays are coming up, so there should be parades coming up. I'm not sure when the Port St. Lucie parade is. Next week we'll have the dates for the local parades that will be coming. I think the Stuart parade, the date is set, but I'm not sure what that is, but we'll see if we can get. those dates
Yeah, it's usually
but
first
I'm not
or
sure what that
second
is.
For
of,
next week.
December.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
just so that's close to December. Yikes.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
believe
yeah.
it? Yeah, what is this, November 15th?
Right.
We are. Yeah.
63.
Crazy.
I was wondering if he might. No, he's trying. I didn't know if he got the number.
772-340-1590. Oh, he's calling on my phone.
Oh, no. John, 340-1590. 340-1590.
Here, I'll send him a text.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
That's okay. We're working on it.
Yeah,
We're working on it. We're working on it. We're working.
So parades, those are fun though. I love watching those. I always like to watch Macy's Day Parade.
Oh, this
But,
technical stuff.
Well, Stuart, it goes all out.
Really?
mean,
No, I haven't
it's,
been to any of the
Yeah, and
local
that's
ones
and the
yet.
cool thing about that is it's an evening parade.
Yes.
At least when
Oh.
I volunteered in the past, it was
yeah.
an evening parade.
Oh,
So
nice.
so everything is lit up.
Oh, that's fun.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's
and-
really
and-
good.
and we used to have a newspaper. It was
Send me a
John
text.
Smith, who was the managing editor
Uh-huh.
of the Stuart News and Port St. Lucie News.
Well, there it's all
Her
better.
husband used to design the float for Scripps Treasure Coast newspaper.
Hmm.
Oh,
And it was, and he played Santa, and it was
better.
phenomenal. The lights, well, yeah, the beauty of a night parade are the lights.
yeah, absolutely.
And
yeah.
you had dance troops, you had the high school bands, all
Bands,
all
yeah.
three high schools were in.
Yeah.
And what's amazing about Martin County, middle school bands.
Can you hear me now?
And let me tell you, they would knock your socks off.
That's
and
awesome.
and yeah, you'd have several bands for this thing. And there was, I remember doing this to you back in the day. We used to broadcast the parade live if we didn't have a Martin County High School basketball game.
game. Oh, that's fun.
And it was amazing, absolutely amazing.
That's fun. I was in a few parades, but never. I don't get to watch them very often, but they're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun. I
That
mean,
I
they
always
are.
thought it was much more fun to be in them, which we got to do a lot
we-
as kids.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure,
maybe this is John Cullen now,
Cool.
hopefully.
that would be good.
yeah, yeah. in high
Hi, this is
school,
John
uh,
Alderdice trying to call
sort of
in.
majorette stuff.
Yeah. Well,
But
we
what-
skated in a lot of them. too,
Oh, you
so,
did? Oh,
yeah.
that'd be fun. Yeah, that would have been a great time. But yeah, it's always fun. Those things are fun. But and the work that goes into floats and things like that, man, it's amazing. It takes weeks ahead of time to get them ready to go. But it was always a good time.
Cool. Okay, let's see if
We got
We
John.
got John on the
John's
phone.
on the
Yeah,
phone.
John.
John.
Hi there. I'm going to shut my computer off now.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. You know,
Yeah,
that's
sometimes
okay.
technology is not our friend.
Right. No.
Art-
Uh-oh.
There you
Well,
go.
thank you for calling in
They
and
had to
thank you
do
for
that to me,
being
too.
persistent. We really appreciate that.
So you are calling from Alaska, I take it, right?
Just down the street in Stewart.
Fun.
So, John, we want to talk to you about what it's like to be on a board of directors for an HOA. I know that you have participated on committees in the past, and now you're on a local board of directors. So, if you like, I don't know where to even start with this. How many years have you been participating, and what's it like to get started in that process? And modifications committee is kind of like an architectural review committee, right?
Well, oh boy.
Yeah, that's a lot of homes. Wow, 1,700. That could become a full-time job.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Wasn't approved. Wasn't approved. Yeah.
Oh, so you mean my purple house wouldn't work?
Yeah. I was going to say, depends on where you live. That might work, but
Yeah, and I think it's important for people to understand that these regulations are unique to that community. Each community can have their own regulations, correct?
right. Wow.
So sometimes it doesn't help to push the issue.
That's
Mm.
something. Is it possible at some point if somebody, as the residents change or as things go, that they can request modifications to the modification of things? I mean, that he might eventually be able to request a poll. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, and get the approval of the rest of the residents, and then it would probably be okay. But oh, oh, well, at least they did have some recourse. Yeah. Wow. And he got
And
his
once
flagpole.
once they overruled, then I guess other people that wanted to put flagpoles could do as well, right?
Yeah. But it, yeah,
Right, right.
definitely.
And so I know that you belong on a board of director here in Florida now in the Stuart area and for condos, but is there a big difference from state to state as far as those HOAs or what's available to people or the kind of experience you need? Do you need to go through training? I guess 1,700 homes. That's a lot of homes. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Yeah, that sounds a little like St. Lucie West, with all of our little neighborhoods
Communities.
have
yeah.
their own board, and then there's the big St. Lucie West board. Yeah.
Right.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. When you
Yeah, the state, from what I understand, the state does mandate certain basics for all HOAs, correct? Like they have to have money in what's the word? I can't think of the word. It's just thank you very
reserve-
much.
yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I was wondering how they initially, I mean, not necessarily the overall board, but the individual committee boards, like you said, the modification committee, who actually makes those rules and when are those rules decided on? Oh, I see. The builder. Right. Right. Interesting. Oh, so,
Okay.
yeah.
John, if you're interested in becoming a member of the board, where in the world do you go for training on this?
It's like sending a resume, right?
Oh,
So maybe somebody could be invited in that way.
but
Because the vote only happens once a year, right?
oh, okay.
Which is good because not everybody is new at the same time that way.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah.
And then they'll have to go through a voting process the next time around, right? Right.
So what happens what happens to the board? Like you say, you lost 3 people for various reasons. What happens to the board then? Because you don't have a quorum then, right?
So you had a majority.
I got
Yep.
you. Okay. Okay. There you go. There. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Right.
Oh, that's great.
That's awesome.
John, does the state mandate how many people are on the board, or is it based on how many owners in the community? The declaration.
That's interesting. You had a lot of input from your community that everybody's involved, it sounds like, or wants to be. That's great. Right. Right.
Sure.
You never know. They'll have good input. Hopefully, that would be great.
So John, is there, I'm sure there is, but, but do you know websites where people can go to get general information or educational opportunities about becoming a board member of an HOA? Yes, I think people don't use our state website enough, but there is a tremendous amount of information there.
So our board positions, 100 grand a year or something.
No. You
These
just
are
get
all
the
volunteer positions, right?
you get the pleasure of volunteering. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
always fun. Yeah. Or can be. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if they want to make a change to that declaration, which is And incidentally, if people don't know that when the community is developed and that declaration is prepared, that gets recorded with the county. Yes. Right. But the membership does have the ability to do that. Huh, interesting.
That is interesting. No, or to agree on anything either. That would. Wow.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, that's still a challenge. Yeah. That's interesting.
And all of this on a volunteer basis. Well, thank you so much for volunteering and using your time to make your community better. That's what I really appreciate.
Well, we
Yeah,
did-
well, you know, technology is technology.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about that.
it was very informative though. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a great rest of your day, John, and take care.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye now. Wow.
Wow, I didn't realize the 1,700.
That's a big community.
Oh
that's
my
huge.
God, it's
I mean, stop and
huge.
think about it.
That's
you
the
know,
size of some cities.
Yeah.
well, and like, I mean, I don't know how many front doors there are in PGA Village, but PGA Village is kind of a similar situation. You know, there's a lot of different neighborhoods in there, a
Yes,
lot of different
yes.
separate, because they have HOAs that are townhouses and they have HOAs that are condos and they have
Oh, I
HOAs
didn't
that
think
are
about that. Yeah.
that are single family homes. Probably if you know, if they have villas or duplexes, that might be a separate
they've got
HOA.
that too? Yeah.
So yeah, I would imagine they deal with something very similar.
Wow. That's amazing. Well,
Lot of-
we've only got about
lot of
4
work.
minutes left here.
4 minutes. Paula, did you bring some listings?
I did. Let me see if I can get these to come up just a little bit here. Unfortunately, my printer wasn't cooperating this morning.
Oh, that's okay.
more
So you
technical
got your
difficulties.
computer, right?
It's Monday.
Yeah. So
Sure.
let's see if I can get this to work. Wait a second.
It's not Printer Monday. They start on Printer Tuesdays.
Yeah.
While Paula does that, I just thought this was an interesting article. This survey talks about the least popular decorating colors. And believe it or not, the two least popular decorating colors, according to this survey, are pink and orange.
Really? I was
Yeah.
I was thinking pink, but not unless you have a little girl. If you have a little girl, she
Well, I
might be
remember
very-
seeing something on one of those channels on TV that we watch on a regular basis at home, and the whole house was pink. outside
gosh.
and
Oh,
inside.
Oh my God.
Because
no.
that was her favorite color.
well, little
Oh.
girl's room I could see, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's, oh my goodness.
I love that.
And when I think about the number of decorating things that I see here in Florida with orange, because that's a pretty popular color here, you
bet,
know,
you
orange
bet.
or some cousin color
Very
of it.
Caribbean-ish.
Caribbean,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
definitely.
So I thought that was pretty interesting. No pinks or oranges, they
No
said.
pea soup green homes.
That would have been my thought, but
Ugh. Yeah.
yuck. Well, I do have a couple here, so we
Great.
can start. First, we have a condo on Hutchinson Island. This is I don't have the full, 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo, and they are asking, let's see, where am I? On the beach, oceanfront, 2-story walk up, very nice little place. And they are asking $425 for that. So you can be on the ocean for
We'll take it.
For 425, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
nice.
Do you have one more? We're running out of time.
Sure. Well, let's go the opposite direction. Now we're going in Palm City, and we have a 4-bedroom, a 3-bath home, and it's an estate on the water. They just want $1,500,000 for it. So we can get you whatever you want, from as small or as large as you'd like.
I'll take the beach.
On the water, off the water.
Yeah, anywhere. Anyway,
There are plenty of properties out there for sale.
there are.
Not as many as what they call a normal market, but we still do have plenty of properties on the market, and we have plenty of buyers looking.
And in about any area that you want to be in, just
Right.
let us know.
Right. And don't leave a house sitting there not making money for you. Call us if you want to sell, or if you want to rent for the season. We still have people looking for rentals for this season also.
Sounds good. How do we get in touch with you?
772-200-5105. You can email us at mydreamhometeam@yahoo.com, and our website, www.mydreamhomeusa.com.
All right. Well, you have a great week.
Yes,
the
everybody
same.
have a good
Thank you.
week, and we'll see you next Monday.
By the way, we have your street maps for Martin County.
Oh
And,
yeah,
on the
absolutely.
front
They're great
desk here.
street maps. Yes.
Stop on by. Yeah.
The real paper map.
Whoa. Show those to one of our basketball players. See if
As
they
long
even
as you
know
can
how
read
to-
it, you can
how
know
to
where to
read
go.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie, WSTU Stuart.